Hey everybody, and welcome back to another Living with a Toy Collector. It's Inner Chaos, and today we're going to go back to Final Fantasy VIII figures. I mentioned I had several of them, and this one was another one that I wanted to cover, and it is the Odin variant figure. So let's go ahead and take a look, and yes, this bad boy is big, so let's take a look. Alright, so let's go back to 1999, Final Fantasy, 1990 and 1999, Final Fantasy VIII came out, and we all remember our famous mopey hero Squall, where he always was just so mopey, and then you have Rinoa. It was Rinoa and the Squall love story that everybody loved. This is before the other story came out. Now, Final Fantasy VIII, I did not play this until I played Final Fantasy X. Final Fantasy X was my gateway into the series. And then from there, eventually, I played 8 as my second game. And eventually, I got 9. I never got a chance to play 7 all the way through. As I mentioned, every time I got the disc, one of the discs was always scratched no matter what I did. And so I never really fully got to play it on my own, but I got to see plenty of other people when YouTube was coming into the forefront, and I just got to see other people play the game, which I'm okay with that. My stopping point was 10-2, and, I'm okay with it. They're very long games, and I love sandbox games. I'll play the hell out of them. But as an adult, I don't have as much time to do so. Now, this is the original. So this is the one that you see in the game, where you see where the horse is white. So this is the base one, the base model that you get. This is like the core one. It is number 4. So anytime you look at any other packaging, this is the one you're gonna get. And this person did a really good job taking photos. And these are the core figures, and then eventually they added a few more figures later on. But this is pretty much the primary figures in the series, and then they added like some skeletons and a few other ones, which I covered in the past video. Alright. Now this is the one that I'm pretty much we're going to take a look at today. This is the variant, and you can see there's the same horse, but it's purple. You can see Owen right there looking all angry, and there's a sword. And he's a pretty hunker of a figure. I've seen him out of the package, but I never took mine out of the package. But these are some really, really, really nice photos that this person took for their eBay account. But for most part, the way that this character works is that you summon him, the clouds, I don't want to play the video because I don't want to get in trouble. So the sky come out, there's the horse steps in, you're like, what is this? And like Odin steps in, he's like, got like this kind of samurai demeanor to him. Lightning, lightning, lightning. He starts racing towards whatever creature you want with the crazy 6-legged horse. And then, he did this crazy jump. Crazy Japanese writing appeared, and the critter was dead. So that was pretty much the whole deal with Odin. So pretty cool Aeon. If you ever get a chance, like I said, a lot of these games are available on Steam. You should be able to just play them on the desktop. That's the good part. You don't have to get an emulator anymore to get some of these videos. Thank God, because some of them were kind of spammy. So it's kind of nice that you could actually just go online and just play some of these old games off on Steam. So let's take a closer look. Alright, so here's the video, and I apologize about the lighting, guys. I'm still kind of working on my setup. As I mentioned, that I'm just still kind of transitioning between careers right now. So, El Cheapo it is. But anyway, so here is the Owen figure, and I'm going to open it here in a little bit. I got this, believe it or not, back in the day for a whopping $25. That was quite a bit of a steep purchase back then, but I thought it was really cool because he's one of the characters that I liked out of the video game. And when you go to the back of the box, you can see here's some of the other ones right here. So you have the Guardian Force Siren, you got the Fire Force Ifrit, Cerebus, Shiva. There's the gentleman that I can't remember his name right now. He's the Guardian Force guy. I can't remember his name. And then Bahamut. I like the 10 version better, and I do have the 10 version somewhere in my collection room. So when I find him, I'll make a piece about him. But he's an earlier version of him. The one from 10, he is girthy. Just a girthy boy. Then there's Diabolos, and then there's the Guardian Force Odin. So yeah, but that's pretty much it. The box, like I said, I'll try to take some better videos of this, but as you can see, the box was already pre-opened. That's the way it came when I bought it. It was a used piece, but I still enjoy the crap out of it. So let's take a look. Let's open it up. All right, so let's take a closer look at these figures. As usual, any Final Fantasy figure normally tend to have some very good detailing on it. And this one was makes it really awesome is that because it's translucent, it kind of acts like an extra oomph of detailing on it. The horse, if you knew anything about the horse, it's got very muscular structure, and the translucency just makes it look really cool. And then you can see all that detail right there on the face, on the musculature of the body, and on the tail. As far as I'm tracking, he does have articulation on the neck, the shoulders, right here in the elbow, and the wrist. He also has some in the hip and right here in the knee, but I'm not quite sure. I don't think he has any on the heel, which it looks like he doesn't. He also doesn't have a midsection point where it does how do you say rotate. But for the most part, that is a pretty solid figure. The horse, as far as I'm tracking, zero articulation. It's just there to be statuesque and look awesome. But yeah, this is a pretty awesome figure. And even the sword is translucent. It's kind of hard to see it when you have it inside the box. But if you have it outside of the box, you could see it. This is why I wanted this one better than the other one. The other one is a little bit more solid. This one, I think the translucency makes it look pretty hardcore, in my opinion. Yeah, dope that is. Most excellent. Well, anyway, guys, I appreciate you guys joining me for another Living with a Toy Collector. Like I said, these are just supposed to be short, sweet, and it's just kind of me going down memory lane and then sorting some of my stuff, what I want to keep, what I don't want to keep. And some of the other figures, I already found homes for them, which is great. The collectors were ecstatic. So I'm not doing trades, I'm just doing cash because, again, the objective is to downsize. That's the objective. As I'm getting older, and, you know, I might have to move, so I just don't want to tow the extra weight around, and it's no longer just me. So that's why I'm currently downsizing. It's just life. But I'm going to keep some of my favorites, you know, just like a lot of people have to do at some point in their life. But, yeah, no, it's awesome just going through these figures. And, again, if I do find a source that talks further in depth about the figure itself, I'll be happier to put it in the video description. But as for me, it's a figure I think is cool. I play Final Fantasy VIII. I play the crap out of this character, so I like the figure. The end. That's it. anyway, guys, if you like this type of content, please like and subscribe. And as usual, I appreciate you guys joining me in my shenanigans, and I'll talk to you all later. Peace.